What is going on, you guys? My name is Seapeekay, host of all things MCC, and today I'm bringing you the MCC game soundtrack tier list. That's right. I listen to the MCC soundtrack constantly on my streams, and I thought it could be fun to give you my opinion on where I think they all sit. Now, let me make this very clear. They're all good. Even my least favorite song is still good. So I'm only going to be using the S, A, and B tiers mostly for this one. And I'm actually going to be using the game tier list. This one here that says all the games, because then I can just use it as a music one as well. So I'm kind of a genius, I know. Please leave a like if you're excited. Let me know what your tier list is in the comments, all right? I want to see you replicating S, A, B, C, and then, you know, put yours in there. I'm going to play a snippet of the song for you, but I'm going to listen to the whole thing, and we're going to go from there. Now, I'm not including the absolute bangers that are 1 minute to MCC, which you'll recognize as this unbelievable piece of music. That you'll recognize as this fantastic piece of music. That's right. The 1 minute to MCC, not including it, but would be very highly rated. Also not including Decision Dome. Woo! Absolute banger. Would be S tier. But honestly, I don't have my own options here, so you know. That does sadly also mean we are missing out Walk of Fame. And the most stressful song in the entire thing that comes on only at times when you really don't want it to, Overtime. That's right. We all know this lovely song. It's the thing that nightmares are made of. I hear this sometimes when I try to sleep, and I can't. I just hear this noise playing over and over. So I'd like to stop it, please. Thank you. It makes sense to sort of start. I think they're in alphabetical order? No, they're absolutely not. All right, well, we'll start with, I think it's my personal favorite, and it's going to go right up in S tier, and that is Ace Race. What a banger this is. Oh, goes hard. Also, the most played song on the Spotify playlist. 106,000 plays of this absolute banger. Banger. Imagine if this had lyrics. It'd be so sick. Ace Race is great. We are Ace Racing. See, I mean, it just writes itself. So, absolute banger. Very, very easy S tier. Very easy S tier for Ace Race. You can disagree. You're wrong, though. But you can disagree if you'd like to. It's completely your choice. So, yeah, absolute banger. It's so good. It's consistently very good. Reminds me of like a drum and bass track with like that vibe going on. Love that. Very, very good. Next up in the list, I know I said it's not alphabetical, but this conveniently actually is alphabetical for the first couple, is Build Mart. Now, if you don't remember what Build Mart sounds like, let's have a little listen, shall we? So, this honestly, bit of a vibe. Bit of a vibe. And it's a perfect mix of kind of chill, but also kind of incredibly intense when you maybe don't need it to be in a game about building things. But when it hits, here it comes. Oh. Woo! And then once you know, absolute banger, and then you skip in a little bit. Oh. Yes. Hard. 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 All right. Now, I know this sounds controversial, but one of my least favorite games. One of the best songs. Build Mart S tier. I stand by it quite firmly. Build Mart S tier. It might go A, but for now it can stay S, and then we'll discuss it all at the end, all right? We'll discuss it all at the end. Next song in this list. By the way, can I say Isaac Wilkins is a genius. A genius. And if you don't listen to this on Spotify, just search Isaac Wilkins and listen to this playlist over and over again. I'm probably responsible for at least genuinely like 1,000 of each of the plays of this song because they're all bangers. So, next up, Hole in the Wall. Now, I'll be honest, this one actually is one of my least favorites. I think it's like, it's still catchy. It's still good. You get the vibe. I don't know. Weirdly, I don't feel like it reflects the game that well, but I don't know what that means. And, you know, you skip in a little bit. It gets a little like funky. It's kind of a jazzy vibe, you know? And the lead is really nice, but I don't know. For me, this part's pretty hard though, actually. It's like I'm forgetting how good they are. Oh, and then, you know, I do like this bit. Wait, it's here. No, it's not. It's here. This is actually pretty good. I can't put them all in S tier. I can't put them all in S tier. That doesn't make any sense. I take it back. It's actually a banger. It's actually a banger. Where's Hole in the Wall? There. It's going A. It's going A for now, all right? We're just going to have to deal with it. Clearly, I was wrong. I convinced myself it wasn't a good song. It is a good song. Shut up. I hate myself too. Next up, to get to the other side and whack a fan. It's so hard. Now, this is also one of my favorites. Maybe it'd be good for me to limit myself. I can only put 2 in each tier or something. I can only put 2 in each tier to try and keep it even. Because this is so good. This is so good. I'm realizing what a horrible decision I've made. I like them all so much. I listen to them all so much now that I think I love every single song. This is horrible. I wouldn't recommend this. What's incredible is that I can actually hear the sounds of like the of people punching each other while this is going on. But yeah, again, this is going to have to go in A tier, isn't it? To get to the other side, it's going to have to. Maybe I'll limit myself to 2S, 3A, 3B, 3C. I don't even know how many games there are, honestly. Whatever. Let's go. Next one. Parkour tag. Okay. I can safely say this one actually doesn't do much for me. Catchy. Definitely catchy. But, you know, I think maybe it's in the games that are really stressful. I don't pay as much attention to the music. So, parkour tag. Or maybe it just goes in S. Maybe it goes in A tier and I just organize them in the way that I like them. So this is the correct order. Ace Race is the best song for me. Then Build Mart. Then Hole in the Wall. Then To Get to the Other Side. Then Parkour Tag. Right now. All right. But this does go pretty hard as well. Especially once it gets into the nitty gritty. Right into the middle. Little funky break. Little funky break for Parkour Tag. I mean, yeah, it's good. It is good. Next up's Battle Box. Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, this one, not one of my favorites. Definitely not one of my favorites. A bit jazzy, bit catchy, but for me, I think it comes a little less than what we're at the minute. How we're just doing these in order. Hold on. From first down, I'd probably like to get to the other side more than Hole in the Wall, actually. Yeah, this way around. Parkour Tag's probably under... Oh, no, it's not. This is so tough. Okay, I'm going to put Battle Box in a B. Putting Battle Box in a B. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we don't worry about it. We just move on to survival games and act like nothing happened. Oh, yeah, again, this one's another one. Kind of slow. It's more for my... Like I said, this is my personal list. For me, I like it to be a bit more like high energy. I know not every song can be like that, but I like it to be a little bit more in your face. Like, here's the music. This one's definitely more of like a background track, which does go really well when you're practicing for MCC on stream. But for me, it's going to come down here. Realistically, they're probably all going to end up in S tier, and I just order them. That's probably going to be the easiest way to do this. Maybe the tier list, what I thought was a clever idea, is actually a very stupid idea, because putting these in B tier seems very mean, because they're actually very good. Also, this has Sky Blockle. That's going to be Sky Battle. In fact, it's a picture of Sky Battle, but it just says Sky Blockle. So, next up, Sky Battle. Okay. It's a good intro. It kind of baits you in a little bit. Catches you, and then... Ooh. Ooh. It's pretty good. Also, this sounds to me like some sort of like old, like early 2000s, 90s, like trance banger. And I know that I'm just old. All right, it doesn't matter, but it really does. It sounds like a really old like club track, and then like this little like funky like bassy synth lead. I vibe with it. I vibe with it for myself, personally. Sky Battle's up there. Sky Battle's above Parkour Tag, I think, for me. This is looking good. This is looking good. I'm liking where we're going with this. Now, obviously, we have a few things here that are not in it. I mean, the last game we actually have here is Dodgeball, but we did just get, and this dropped yesterday at the point of me making this video, the Sands of Time song. And oh boy, it's hard. But let's get into Dodgeball, which is, of course, you know, we all know the Dodgeball song at this point. We all know the Dodgeball song. So the thing is, again, for me, it's one of like the slower ones. It's a little funky. It's a little jazzy. Maybe it's just because I associate it with stress so much, but I would put it a little further down, I think. I think it's arguably one of my least favorite actual songs. You know, just for my own personal reasons. Leaving us lastly with Sands of Time. Obviously, Rocket Spleef isn't back yet, so we don't have any new music. Bingo isn't back yet, and Parkour Warrior isn't back yet. Although I hear Parkour Warrior could be making a return at some point, which I'm very, very excited for. But we did just get the Sands of Time song, and I will say that recently I joined Vault Hunters, which has been a fantastic experience, and I found that this is a fantastic song to play whilst you're running around the vaults, which is genius, because it's kind of like full vaulty vibes. Like, listen to this. It's so good. Like, Isaac actually nailed it. Also, it's 9 minutes, 20 seconds long, which is just brilliant. It's exactly what you need when you're running around vaults in Vault Hunters. It's a nice, relaxed, like, intro. This is one of the rare occasions where the slower song is actually a song I really, really like. So, I love this. Also, I'm moving out of this tier list. There's no way I can do it in a tier list. Listen to this. Listen to this. Oh! Woo! Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Sands of Time. For me, there. Right. So this is how it looks. However, I don't want to display it as like S to B tier because none of these songs are bad. None of these songs are bad. I love every single piece of music that Isaac has written, including all the other stuff. I mean, don't even get me started. I could just do, this could be an Isaac Wilkins playlist because we have the absolute banger that is Gliding, Terra Swoop Force, which technically is in To Get to the Other Side. Could loophole. Yeah, Isaac smashes it and has an unbelievable back catalog of fantastic songs. So I am going to put it like this instead. So everything is S because it deserves to be S, quite frankly. And we'll just do an order instead. So my order from favorite to least favorite, but still love, let me make it very clear, is Ace Race, which we all know and love as an absolute banger. Followed by Build Mart. A little bit more vibey, all right? A little bit more vibey. Love that. Followed by Sands of Time, the Go Hard banger. Yeah, it's so good. Then followed by, of course, To Get to the Other Side. Very synthy, buzzy, intense, fast piece of music, all right? Followed by Hole in the Wall. A little bit more of a vibe. A little more of a vibe, all right? It's a good mix. Followed by Sky Battle, which, again, actually might need to be higher. It's pretty hard. Followed up by Parkour Tag. As we all know, is this little jazzy one. I love the intro to this as well. Love the intro. Damn. Then followed by Battle Box. I think for something like PvP, I want something more like in your face, go fight each other, smack each other with a sword, yeah. Don't even know what that means. Don't know how you write music like that. Then second to last, we have survival games, which again, good. Just a bit more of a vibe when I think it's like a pretty intense, scary game. And finally, Dodgeball, because the stress I'll just never forgive. I'll never forgive 2 Dodgeballs in Season 2 and 2 second places. I can never get past Dodgeball ever again. So this is the order that I've decided to put them in. And I look forward to seeing the order that you decided to put them in the comment section below. Let me know if you thought this was good, bad, terrible, great. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. I've been Seapeekay. We got a Reddit roundup coming on Thursday and an MCC top 10 fails coming very, very soon as well. We're working real hard on the content right now. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Seapeekay, host of All Things MCC, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.